Are you ready for a total change of pace? Great, because slow down. How many of you like to go to the library? I go for books, and I love to go to the library. I love to go and wander through the stacks and take out books, sit them on a table, and just smell that glue. I told you this was a little different. Now, I remember the first time I ever went to a library. I was in the 5th grade. And Sister Mary Joan, a sister of endless mercies, took my class to the library, sat us around a large wooden table, held up a book, and she said, "Boys and girls, cherish your books. Cherish them." She spoke about that book like it was a person. Never dog ear or turn down the corner that hurts. And never, ever, ever write in your book. She stopped and waited, like she had just told us a sin to remember. So she repeated it. Never, ever, ever write in your book. Now, that's been a long time ago. And I never have thought much about Sister Mary Joan, not in years, until I was in California a few months ago. I went into the bathroom. This is the early morning part. I went into the bathroom early in the morning, and I looked in the mirror, and that mirror screamed at me, "Go get your hair cut." What did you say? Go get your hair cut. So I gathered myself together and I went to California Haircuts. It's downtown in Lafayette, California. It's where my daughter takes her sons. You walk in, you sign in, and you sit down on a very hard couch to wait. I was sitting next to a very sweet-faced, white-haired lady, and she was sitting next to an older guy with very little hair, and it was just going to be a little fringe trim for him. And I thought, oh, this is not going to take long. Great. But I had my book with me. I never go anywhere without a book. And these are my books. Because I still love the library, but I buy my books now at yard sales, at secondhand bookstores, anywhere where you can get a cheap book. I take it with me. And you know what else I have in my purse? A pen. I don't ever want to be caught with a book and see something that I can't underline, because I will forget it if I don't. So I opened the book. It was an oversized paperback book, Mirror, Mirror by Gregory Maguire. I hadn't read very far in this new chapter when the words just jumped up off the page at me. Isn't it odd? Aberrations are the crispest memories. Aberrations, what does that mean? Aberrations. Oh, turning away from something that's right. That's one definition. Yes, yes. Isn't it odd that aberrations are the crispest memories? That's true. That's true, I said to myself. I reached out. I pulled out my pen and I underlined it. And right next to it, I made a great big star in the margin so I could find it again. I felt the woman next to me lean in closer. I could feel her breathing on my neck. I turned and I looked at her. We were looking each other right in the eye. And she leaned closer still and she said, "You wrote in that book." You wrote in that book. I said, "Oh, you did. I saw you. You wrote in that book." I said, it's all right. It's okay, it's okay. I saw what you did. You wrote in that book. I said, I know I did. But just let me reassure you, it's okay. It's my book. She didn't look understanding. She didn't look forgiving. I'll tell you right here, she looked like a librarian. I took that book, I flipped it open to the back cover, and I held it up and I said, you see, sister? Don't you see? It's not a library book. And she drew back. I heard them call my name, Ellouise, Ellouise. And I stood up, picked up my bag, picked up my book, walked over to have my hair cut, and then it hit me. I knew the truth. I turned around, I looked at her. I knew it. I knew she was going to tell people. Thank you.
One mic, one stool, one love. Storytelling, the Speakeasy way.